not exact, but I guess it'll work. Oh, like Kenny Thompson. What's good, guys? It's your girl, Faith, and welcome back to Faith Facts, where we talk about movies, TV shows, pop culture, and just life in general. Oh, and music as well. Today we are talking, yes, about the world-famous show, Squid Game. It currently has over 111 million views on Netflix and has dethroned Bridgerton as the most watched show on Netflix now. So of course we gotta do a review of it because I watched this show, I'd say I started watching it like 2 weeks ago and I just finished it like 6 minutes ago. And guys, this is a ride of a show. If you do not like a really well written show just because it's in a language that isn't English, then you can leave. Leave. Right there. This show, oh my god, this show has messed me up. It is so good! But let's get into what the show is about. The tagline of the show, translated in English, is 45.6 billion won in Child's Play. The genres include action, drama, mystery, and thriller. If you haven't seen the show, this is a Korean drama that dropped on Netflix in the US at least on September 17, 2021 and has swept the globe as a global phenomenon ever since. And there's a lot of good reason for it. It's a great show with great characters, great plot development, and a lot of lessons on, like, life. Honestly, when I first heard about Squid Game, I was not ready to jump on the bandwagon. I usually try to wait at least a couple weeks until like the huge popularity of a show dies down to watch it, but I kind of cheated a little bit and waited only about 2 weeks after it came out to start watching Squid Game. And I am so disappointed that I did not watch it earlier because, geez, it is so hard to get past spoilers! There are so many people that are trying to spoil it. People on Twitter, people on Instagram, people on Facebook, and just people in real life. Like, I was in school yesterday or a couple days ago, and people started talking about Squid Game, right? And this was during a time where my class had to stay in like one classroom. We were waiting to take this big standardized test, so everyone had to wait in one classroom. And then two people, not even two people, like half the class started talking about the end of Squid Game right in the middle of class. And I'm like, hey, I haven't finished watching. I'm only on episode 4. So I just turned up my headphones and turned up some really, really, really loud music and probably gave myself ear damage. But it was worth it because I was so happy with the ending. Well, actually, I wasn't happy with the ending. I'd say my satisfaction with the ending or my emotions towards the ending would morely match this. And I'm still kind of going like that because I just finished watching it. According to IMDb, the storyline of this show is, hold on, the story of people who fail at life for various reasons suddenly receive a mysterious invitation to participate in a survival game to win more than 38 million US dollars, or in the show, 45 billion won, which is currency in South Korea. The game takes place at an unknown location and the participants are locked up until there's a final winner. The story would incorporate popular children's games from the 70s and 80s of Korea, such as Squid Game, literal translation of its Korean name, which is a type of tag where offense and defense use squid-shaped boards drawn in the dirt. And that's all they have. I'm not trying to spoil it for you guys because I'm sure there's so many other people that are not wanting to get it spoiled for them right now. So we're just going to break down the first, let's say, 4 episodes. 4. There's so much that goes on in it. First, the main character. The main character, his name is Ji-hun. Sorry if I'm saying these wrong. I looked it up on Google Translate and I watched the show very intently with subtitles and please forgive me for that. But the main character is Ji-hun and basically he is a deadbeat father. he has a daughter that he never really sees because he's broke and he's always spending his money on horse bets. And he lives with his mom who still has to work to kind of supplement his addiction to horse betting. And now he is approached by this man in this mysterious suit, and he's asked to play a game called Didachi. It's where, in the show, they take two pieces of paper, one side's folded, one side's not, and the other person has to hit the other person's piece of paper to make it flip to the folded side. And with this game, Ji-hun can make money, because he needs money, because his daughter and his ex-wife and her husband are moving to the US, and he wants to get sole custody of his daughter. But in that game, the guy gives him a little card that has a circle, a triangle, and a square on it, and tells him to call that number and see if he wants to play more games for money. Then there are about 1, 2, 3. And then there are some other main characters, including Sung-woo, who is supposed to be Ji-hun's old best friend, who went to the premier university of Seoul, and he was this big financier and was supposed to be, doing great, better than bummy Ji-hun, right? Turns out he's 40 million won in debt and needs the money, so he also is approached by the guy and joins Squid Game. And then we also meet Dexo, who is this big gambler, kingpin boss guy who doesn't take names and will kill anyone and all that. And he owes money for taking money from his boss, so he decides to join the Squid Game as well. And then we meet the most popular, and in my opinion, the most deservingly popular girl on the show, who is Kang Sae-byuk. Kang Sae-byuk. She is a girl who crossed from North Korea to South Korea with her brother, and she's trying to get her mom so that they can all move to South Korea and live in a nice house and live a life that they want to live. And she is strapped for money, so she also goes on Squid Game. Well, now they're all in Squid Game, along with hundreds of other people, equaling 456 people. And then there's this one old guy, named player number 1. And we meet him, and Ji-hun feels bad for him. He's an old man who's poor and doesn't have any money, and is using his final breaths to participate in a game to win money for himself and his family. We also meet Ali, who is a person who works in a factory in South Korea, and he's originally from Pakistan, and he brought his wife and his really young child with him. After the first round, which is red light, green light, where you've obviously seen this girl right here, about half the players are eliminated. And by eliminated, I mean eliminated, that type of way. And now, nobody really wants to play, so the majority votes for everyone to be released, and it's at this time where all of our main characters realize that they really need the money, and they go back. Red light, green light, I mean, we've all played that. If we knew we were gonna get killed with that, I'm not so sure many of us would want to play it. We see that a detective named Hwa Jun-hoo is noticing that there's people going missing, and that his brother In-ho has gone missing a couple years ago. So after getting a tip from Ji-hung at the police station, after everyone kicks him out for thinking that he's just some dirty drunk making up a story, he finds the car and actually, sneaks in and infiltrates back into Squid Game once everyone decides to go back. And now there are about 200 people playing the game. Reading subtitles means that I have to really focus on the show, and I feel like it helps bring me into the world of the show, and that really helped me with watching Squid Game because I paid attention to every single detail. But that's why we're going through IMDb right now. Did you know? You probably did, but did you know that the phone number used in the series was a real phone number? And even though in South Korea most phone numbers have 10 digits, people added the 0101, which is like the country code of South Korea, to it, and it ended up being a real phone number. And after that, the owner, which was called more than 4,000 times a day, made a deal with Netflix, and they later announced that the number would be altered in the show. I found this green jacket, and this is the only green jacket that I have, so we're gonna pretend that it looks like this. And for the occasion of talking about the most popular show on Netflix, I actually even made my own replica card. See? It's kind of looks like that. I kind of messed it up a little bit with the spacing, but you could see it, right? Look at the board! Look at it! I actually took like a little piece of cardboard on the back of a bike tours card that I got last week, and just drew this. Did you know that the creator of Squid Game, Hwan Dong-kyo, developed the show 10 years ago? However, it was rejected by media companies and actors for 10 years. So that is inspiring in itself, because it's like a story of never giving up, and now he has the #1 show on Netflix of all time. One more fun fact is that actor Anun Patrapi, who plays Ali in the show, is fluent in Korean and was studying acting when he was cast into the series. And one more fact that has to do with the amazing set designs of the show. I mean, look at these pictures, guys. Look at these pictures. They are so creepy yet childlike at the same time. It's crazy. But set designer Kunyo Sun-che, I hope I said that right, felt that this was her most challenging project, not only as she had to create something that was childish and whimsical, but creepy and menacing, in addition to safe for actors. And that was something I thought of the entire time that I was watching this, because I was like, wow, that looks extremely real. How did the actors, stay safe during that and not, actually get hurt? And that just so much work was put into this show and to make it so good. So if you have the chance, watch it on Netflix. It's really good. They have subtitles, they have English dubs, you can have the English dub with subtitles. There are so many other languages that you can get it dubbed or subbed in, so I'd say give it a watch. If I had to rate this show from a scale of 1 to 10, I give it all of the 10s that I could possibly give it. It is so great, and I didn't want to spoil too much for you, but there is a little bit of a twist at the end. You'll probably see it coming. Yeah, you definitely will not see that twist coming. It's gonna just hit you out of nowhere. Just And if you like Squid Game, then you should also like this video. And make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications as we post on every Sunday. And stay tuned for another Netflix deep dive of another show that was recently dethroned by Squid Game. I love you guys for watching. Love, 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 love. And I will see you later, loser. No, you're not a loser. You're a winner. But I'll see you later. I don't know what that was.